So like the March 22nd, right? What? Let's see here. Boop, 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 boop. Baby da hop doop. That's where I'm at. Beepy da hop, beepy da boop. Dragon May, happy gosh heck birthday to you. We got a B-Day already over there on the YouTube side. I mean, already. It's been your birthday all day. I understand that. I understand my statement doesn't really make sense. But, you know, I mean, we don't have a spicy story to do. Let me change the gift goal on the TikTok side. Let's say beams of virtual love. I only get a certain number of characters on here. And appreciation. Hot damn. It actually did that. It let me write that whole thing. So, let me change that then. You know what? Fine. We'll leave it as that. Sure. It said it was adding or removing background. What background noise? What background noise? What's up, TikTok side? How you doing? Hey, it's Bear today. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, what movie did you last see in a theater? Kia G, Beetlejuice 2, Ash the Kitchen Wench, Terrifier 3? I'm gonna say no thanks to that one. It's not really my vibe. I also have, I've got some weird thing with clowns. I don't know what's going on. A Natalbot, Anna Talbot. A Natalbot. That's where I took that. Hello, Aussie friend. Glad you are here. A Natalbot. I legitimately said that. Greenland 2. Top Gun Maverick. Panda. Okay, it's been a minute then. Kitty Cat Queen Avengers or something. Been a while. Well, let me tell you this. Tater and I, who will be here shortly. Hold on, Rexy. Ratatouille? Like when it came out? That's been a minute. Tater and I got to have kind of a mini date night. We only had enough time to watch a movie, but we went and saw Project Hail Mary. And I gotta say, Project Hail Mary was fantastic. Not at all what I expected it to be. I expected it to be like an Interstellar kind of type vibe. I don't even know that I saw a preview for it. I just saw, you know, we wanted a date night and we wanted to see what movies were out, and that one sounded good. I had seen some posts about it. So we went and saw it, and it was fantastic. It was funny, which I didn't expect. I did not expect this to be like funny, like cute funny. It was funny. So the Project Hail Mary, highly recommend. Highly recommend going to see it. We were both pleasantly enjoyed. Roaming Gnome, the book is great too. Cool. I did not expect. I did not know. I did not read the book. No, if I have time to read lately, at least if I have time to read, I have to either be writing a book or doing some kind of musical adventure. Tater has entered the building. What's up, Tater? I looked you up on Life 360 to see how far out you were. We're good.
I grabbed my water bottle to leave and spilled it.
Of course you spilled your water bottle on the way out. I don't know how. Are we going to see Spider-Man Brand New Day when it comes out? Hell yeah. That looks so good. Have you seen any of the... Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks so good. Sonic 3, Zoe. Awesome. Normally, you know, if we're going to the theater, it's with, you know, a toddler. So, it's been a minute. So, Darkest Mercy, you just watched the live with the guy who collected the clowns. I was not excited. I got a thing with clowns. I think it's from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I think that's what did me in, because they're all gross looking. I think that was it. Jessica, watching from Missouri. Hey, neighbor, what part of Missouri are you in, Jessica? We're in Southwest Missouri. We're in Joplin. Clowns are scary. They're not all scary. It's just, I don't know. What up, Bree? How are you? Hey, Japan in the hizzy. All right. But Art the Clown is fun. I can't get into that. It's like there's I don't mind, you know, horror flicks, but there's just like gory horror. I'm like, Jessica, about 2 hours out from us. Nice. Very cool. Ran, you hated the Killer Clowns from Outer Space as well? Yeah, you know, I don't know. And my sisters, thought it was funny to enlist the services of my wife and turn her against me, and have her start hiding little figurine clowns all throughout our house, and I was like, hey, that's not cool.
Your sister messaged me the other day with something clown related, and I was like, no.
Was she trying to pit you against me again?
And I was like, no, like I can't. Like
I found one the other day when I was cleaning out the built-ins to make it the game shelf.
Yeah, if I bring the clowns back, I'm going to be going through the big D, and I don't mean Dallas. That's what you said. You're like, whose side are you on?
Really? Whose side are you on?
Yeah.
I kept finding them. I'm like, I got to a point where I was like, I'm telling myself I don't mind them. I don't care. They don't bother me. So every time I see one now, I'm like, it's fine. But if I have to tell myself it's fine, it's not really fine, is it? That's where I'm at. So my wife is a traitor. But it's been a long time since she betrayed me, so statute of limitations is probably up on that now. And it's fine.
Yours are not up yet, I'm sorry.
Mine are not up yet?
Yeah. Got a running
My
list.
statute of limitations? Well, I like to keep it fresh.
We like to renew every so often.
Bree, I don't think Tony Spark relayed that story over. It would be hilarious. Do you have any stories in the doc tonight that Tony gave you?
So Tony said, I need you to read this story because of this title, and we read it so many times, and I said, send it. And I was like, oh, I already have it. It's ready for Sunday.
You already had the story?
It was story number 1, already on my list. And he was like, I was like, I know. We're like this.
Okay.
BFFs.
Do you know the story behind that story?
He said you read it like 3 times, and then you kept directing him to other stories, and then people wanted to hear the story.
He kept directing me to other stories.
Yes,
yeah.
correct.
Yeah. So we figured what we would do is just read the title of that story for like the next 4 streams, and never actually get to it.
It's a good story.
That'd be really funny.
Yeah, it's a it's a good story. You'll like it.
Nice. Hey, Paula Engel dropping the 5. Last time I've been in a theater, I went to see It's Chapter 1, more of a homebody, so I can watch movies on my TV. We watch more movies on our TV too. But
it is warm in here.
It is a little toasty.
I'll get it.
I can turn that fan up a little bit too.
I assume you told them about Project or Hail Mary.
Yeah, I had just told them about Project Hail Mary, which was great. What did you...
I'd love to.
Give them your thoughts on it while I'm adjusting some temperatures for us.
2 thumbs down, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Fist my bump.
Fist my bump.
It was. I haven't left a movie theater feeling like super good about a movie, like just like warm-hearted, since I can't remember when. And this one was so good. Like it just left me feeling everything I wanted to feel.
Warm and fuzzy inside.
Warm and fuzzy, and I feel like we've gotten away from making movies like that, and it just felt really good.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. You saw Reminders of Him.
I did.
With
God.
That was a chick flick. I did not go to that one. I was home with Navy Thunder for that time.
I was trying not to like blubber, like like I was like trying to hold it in my crying because it was like about a kid that was Navy's age, and I was like just the whole storyline and like imagining that being, like,
nope.
Like it was just the kid was completely fine. It wasn't that. It was just being a mom to a kid that age and never having met them, like all of these things that happened, and I was just like, holy shit. Like there were so many times in that movie, and I was like, hold it together.
I'm sure a lot of people were.
Somebody next to Kieran was like, why are people crying? It's not even sad. And I was like,
why are you here?
Yeah. You showed up 30 minutes late. Maybe you don't understand.
Darkest Mercy can't go to the theaters anymore because the seats kill you. You know what? I would be in the same boat as you, except our new theater has like the reclining heated seats that are
very, very comfy.
They're baller. And those heated seats will bake your ass if you let them. They will just straight cook your biscuit. Mm-hmm. They really will. They really, really will. Let me go back to QOD for just a moment, and then we'll dive in on our stories for the evening. They're heated. It was like 3 different settings, and they've got the powered reclining seats that like You can do whatever setting you want. They even on like the front row, which I don't know, and I wouldn't be a fan of sitting on the front row, but in the front row they have these gigantor reclining heated seats that are like a bed.
Like a twin size bed.
Yeah, it's like it's the size of a twin size bed. It's wild. I know, it's super bouge, and they have pretty good food there too. It's not quite like Skylight in Bentonville has like really good food, and they bring the food. They have like waiters, like servers that bring the food to you in the theater. This ain't quite that. You gotta go get it yourself. But they do have pretty good food. I had a pizza. It's like a wood-fired pizza. 10-inch, really good, very good. Dashel, Bentonville, we're in southwest of Missouri, so we're a stone's throw from northwest Arkansas, you know? I mean, it takes us less than an hour to get down there. And it's a good place to get to.
Especially with the new highway.
Yep, with the new highway, it's quick. We did not get the Spaceman popcorn helmet. I don't even know that they had those at our theater. They got bougie seats, but we're not a big market. We don't get the cool stuff. Fort Smith native, Dashel. Cool. You can have adult beverages at your cinema. They have those as well. I don't know if you can have them in the theater. We're not.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, apparently you can. Like, shots, everybody. That's how Tony Spark watches movies, right? With a big burr. Big burr. All right, let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling, shall we? Coming up, we have stories about going the extra distance because OP FAFO'd. Fertility testing before marriage proposal is an option. Old story gets a new update. It's BANANAS. Friend gets a girlfriend with a kid and ignores all boundaries. Learning how referral bonuses work. Marrying your best friend's ex unknowingly. And Petty Revenge Beach Edition. I'm excited for that. Beach Edition. I could go for some sand right now. Mercy, drop the 5. No, I see I need a hard, straight-up supportive chair. Oh, if most think it's comfy, I die. Oh, that sucks. You need like 2 planks. I get it. A couple of notes before we dive in. Our next public stream is Wednesday, normal time, right? And we are doing the half and half public, half VIP for Wednesdays now. We're going to keep that going. YouTube, there is a members-only stream this coming Thursday, the 26th at 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time now. So, is it daylight time or are we standard time? I don't know.
It's daylight savings time.
Is daylight savings time now? Like that's when it kicks in?
It goes back to standard in November.
Okay. I don't know. They moved the time on us. And
Spring and summer, daylight savings. Winter and fall are standard.
Gotcha. I just know spring forward and fall back. That's all I know. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the very first story of this stream here. Hello there. What's up?
Oh, that stays right there. Yeah, it stays. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
How are you? Hi, Tater. She's it's been a minute since she's been in the seat.
Yeah.
Yes,
it has.
Doesn't really remember how to do any of this.
I guess it's been since last Monday. I've lived 1,000 lives since then. I'm not gonna. I had a gallbladder attack, and it was the worst week of my fucking life. So, thankful to this man for keeping the fort alive. But it feels like it's been a month since I've been here. It's
been a minute.
Coming back from a sabbatical or something.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah, no, I added the frame back on the TikTok side because otherwise I just have to expand it too much and it just...
Yeah, I was like, there's still a frame, you need to fix that. But that's clearly how it goes now. So.
Yeah, that's we're experimenting with having it back there. Hey, Margarita dropped the gifted sub over on the YouTube side. We have a new member of the fam. Hey, Susie Crockett. Welcome to the Gosh Heck Thunder crew. Glad to have you here. Okay, now we'll dive back in.
Sorry about that.
We good?
You're good.
We're good.
Go for it.
Okay. Game on.
Yeah.
Am I the astronaut for telling my wife that she will be driving the extra distance since she is the one that got our daughter banned from daycare? No doubt you've heard this title before. Maybe a couple of times. Would you like to do a poll, Tater Rooney?
Yep.
Am I the astronaut for telling my wife that she will be driving the extra distance since she is the one that got our daughter banned from daycare? How do you get somebody banned from daycare? But look, if you're getting banned from a daycare, that's a bad deal, right? Yes, it is Groundhog's Day. Yeah. We are recording. Thank you guys for the reminders. Greatly appreciate that. And I appreciate the reminders for everyone else to please like and share the stream. We do appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, we finally know what's going on here. You know what? Let's skip this story and go to the next one. I'm just kidding. We'll actually read it. Am I the astronaut for telling my wife she will be driving the extra distance since she's the one that got her daughter banned from daycare? I'm inclined to say NTA here. If she did something bad enough to get your kid kicked out of daycare, she probably needs to experience the pain from it. Beach Mama, your niece got banned from multiple daycares? How?
Wow.
Behavioral issues or like parental issues? Dollface, no. Nope. You're good. Because we're recording straight from the source, so we won't be recording any of the gifts that show up on screen that you'll see during stream. It's when we forget to record, we have to use that version, and then TikTok doesn't like it, which is ironic, right? All right, poll results
are 85% NTA and 8% ESH.
All right, then. 85% NTA, let's go. Am I the astronaut for telling my wife that she will be driving the extra distance since she is the one that got her daughter banned from daycare? My wife and I have had our first kid about 7 months ago. We're both back to work, and our daughter, Kelly, has been going to daycare by our house for a few months. The daycare place is great. They send a lot of text constantly. Things like what is happening that day, bathroom feeding, tummy time, and so on. They all come from the same app, but you can see which provider does what. This is where the issue started. I always did drop off at the beginning, just easier for our schedules. One of the main workers is Sam. My wife loved Sam. She always said that Sam was really informative about text and any questions. Sam only works the morning shift, and another employee was there when my wife picked up Kelly. Sam is male, always been. Am I reading that right?
It's Sam is a man and always has been.
Okay.
Just say that.
Sam is a man, always has been. Okay. I didn't know if OP meant like Sam is the man, or, Sam is man.
No, he's saying he's always been a man. This
Okay.
is not new information.
Okay. About a month ago, my wife dropped off Kelly in the morning and learned that Sam was a man and not a woman. She was shocked, and I was confused that she didn't realize. After that, she became critical of everything Sam texted. I told her to stop, but she didn't listen and claimed that she was protecting our kid. 2 weeks, she did a formal complaint against him for nothing. She complained about him not giving text messages. He did. He sent like 10 that morning. A week later, she sent a dickish text to Sam over the app. We got called in, and they told us they are not having Kelly anymore, that their staff is important to them, and they don't tolerate this type of behavior. Bravo for the employer. So our new daycare is the opposite side from my work. It would be an extra 45 minutes for me to drop our daughter off. My wife is only an extra 20 minutes. I told her she needs to take our daughter to daycare, and we got into an argument. I told her this is her fault in the first place, and she claims I am being unfair, and she does not wish to change her morning schedule.
Boo-hoo.
Well, luckily, lady, your morning schedule isn't going to change very much, because right now every morning you're just bitching. So you're still going to be bitching in the morning. You're just going to drive a little bit extra. Top comment here is NTA. Your wife's schedule needs to change anyway, as she has to fit in therapy as well. Oh, burn, David. I'm guessing your wife is also still claiming she did nothing wrong regarding Sam. If she has a history of saying or doing whatever she feels like and not wanting to be burdened by any consequences, then you may want to pursue counseling for yourself to figure out why you overlooked it before and where to go from here. If this is not at all like the woman you married, then you may encourage her to talk with a doctor. She may be dealing with after effects of pregnancy and delivery. It may be a challenge to get her to seek a diagnosis and get help. Regardless, I think it is fine to tell her that she can prefer not to change her schedule all she wants. She has changed her schedule. You preferred not to have your daughter kicked out of a great daycare because of wife's poor behavior. Wife can apply all that energy and zeal she had for attacking Sam into her new morning routine.
Energy and zeal.
Who has zeal for a morning routine?
Man, as a parent, like, you find a great daycare where your kid is being well cared for, you do not fuck that up, and you definitely aren't snarky. And if you have a problem, like, you go in with your problem solving hat on to fix it, and then you go from there. But treating someone like shit just because of their gender, even though they're taking care of your child, that's sexist, babe, and you have a serious problem if you changed your tune once you realized this person was not the gender you thought they were.
Went from loving to hating.
You
swung the pendulum.
And the only person that suffers here, well, besides your schedule, is your child.
Yup.
Because your child's routine is now completely changed because you couldn't bite your tongue because you didn't think that a man could do a job that you think that a woman can do. This is giving Ross Geller and the Manny, Freddie Prinze Jr. That's what it's giving.
Okay, because I wanted to dive into this because, like, Katie, I share your confusion here. Like, what's wrong with a dude doing this job? Now, I say that, but I'm looking back at, like, our child care experience, and there have been very, 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 very few males involved in those organizations.
Sure.
I'm sure that's just like how the cookie crumbles.
Right.
But
it's not to say
wouldn't
that they
be
can't
put
do
off
it.
by a dude working in a nursery and taking care of an infant. Like, I wouldn't be put off by that. So what is it about Sam that she has a big problem with? I know we don't know. But
she never even interacted with him until that one day. And until that one day and she saw him, that's when everything that stayed consistent became a problem. So it's that Sam is a man and not a woman. I mean, she raised that concern to her husband. And yeah, if your child is well taken care of, do not fucking do this. Because, like I said, the only person that suffers is your child. Because you have to uproot their routine. You have to change everything for them. And when you have a baby who's comfortable somewhere and then you have to do this, like, it's a whole thing. It affects their sleep schedule. It affects everything as they get used to the new people in their life, all of this. And for her not to take accountability for the stuff that she did wrong and want her husband to just pick up the slack of an extra 45-minute drive without saying, yes, I made a mistake, and talking about it and talking through how her actions, like, were poor, I don't know.
So yeah, I saw some of the comments in here. It's like they're, the only potential concern here with a male working in a child care facility would be like the assumption that there's some kind of predatory bullshit going on there, which is a terrible assumption to make in the first place. But as a parent, you have to be guarded for, right? Like, and I think that's why it is so incredibly important that, like you said, when you find somewhere great and they love your child and they care for your child, and go above and beyond for your child, like, you treasure that, you nurture that, you sure as shit don't fuck it up.
Well, here, the daycare went above and beyond for Sam, which tells me that he must be pretty good at his job if they're not going to tolerate any slander that this woman was throwing his way.
Right.
Like, even one blip, and they're like, we're not doing this. We've seen this before, and we're not doing this. He's good at his job, and I don't, like, to ask for, you can't say I want it this way and then turn around when a male is in a woman's position and say that this is unacceptable.
Right.
Like, it at that point, it's not a level of equality, it's a double standard.
Right.
It's hypocrisy. And so I think you have to be, if she was uncomfortable, she should have voiced an opinion to someone and said, talk me through this, help me understand. I didn't know this was a man, and, like, I have these fears and I need to understand, how long has he been here? Can you give me some insight into who this person is? But instead, you just went off being an asshole, rocking the boat with no regard for your consequences. And in that moment, you fucked up. In that moment, your child lost a spot in what sounds like a great daycare.
And, like, Sam's heart probably broke not being able to have Kelly there because Sam cared for your baby. Sam, like, I'm sure develops a connection with all the kids he helps take care of.
Right.
And that's truly unfortunate. Luckily, your little tot isn't old enough to, like, form that bond, at least not consciously form that bond with a provider, right? But damn, like,
but they're old enough to know the difference in a routine.
If that
in
had
a schedule,
happened, yeah, that's true. That stability versus instability. If that had happened if you or I were feeling something like this, I think we would have a deep discussion about it.
You'd have a team
instead
approach.
Yeah, we'd have a team
instead
approach.
Of a,
and this is not that.
no, and he even cautioned her. He's like, you need to stop. This is not okay. And she did it anyways. And FAFO.
Yeah.
And now you lose 20 minutes. And also, like, the fighting that hard over 20 minutes, like, that's I don't know, it's just NTA.
Well, she just
that's how I feel.
expected OP to keep picking up the slack for the morning routine, so she could, still do whatever she wanted to do during that time and not experience any pain for it. And yeah, I'm sure if she had known she would experience some pain if she continued this behavior, maybe it would have changed. And yes, chat, I agree. It would be interesting to know, if her baby was a boy, would she have had this issue as well?
Interesting, yeah.
I definitely agree there's some counseling that needs to happen here to dive in on it and figure out what the issue is. But even more importantly, and maybe this is also just a goal for counseling, but y'all need to be able to communicate. She needs to be able to communicate with you and be like, hey, here's what I'm feeling. Help me understand it. What do I do with this? Because here's what I feel like I want to do. Talk me out of it. Give me a chance to talk you out of something
how old
that you
was the
feel like
baby?
is rash.
Is she
7 months.
Okay, so she's postpartum. And so I appreciate the top comment saying if this is out of normal
7
character
months.
for your wife, like, obviously something needs to be addressed because this is not a normal response to the situation.
Yeah.
And I 100% support that as well. But if her character is to poke, and then not take responsibility for your actions, then you have a larger problem. I love that they were like, she needs to make more time in her schedule for therapy.
Yeah.
And that could be the case too.
I'm sure. I mean, everybody would benefit from it. Like, everybody would benefit from therapy. And if for no other reason, to learn the tools and skills you need to be able to manage your own mental health, right? Because we're not born with that. We're not taught that. Nobody's taught that in school unless you go to school for that, right? It's something that it's just got to get bad enough that you go learn it. And then your life has changed, as long as you take it seriously. Anyway, we'll make the official NTA determination here. I feel like we do also have to hit this button, regardless of what she's struggling with and what is leading her to this behavior, she is responsible for that behavior, and ultimately she allowed her own feelings to cause harm to her child. Not physical, but allowed a good situation to be removed from her child because she couldn't control her behavior.
Which is cause for concern.
It is cause for concern. For sure. For sure. Empathy is in the curriculum in Denmark. Wow, Sarah, that's awesome.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Wonder Woman, I think that's ironic. Yeah. Men are the problem. Hubby, fix it. What I do. I'm going to add this one comment here. I do.
Oh, sorry, I thought you turned me on.
I'm trying to.
I heard it.
I do wonder if she has any kind of issues with you, OP, that maybe she just hasn't talked about yet. And maybe that's why she's not communicating with you. Like, does she trust you with the baby? Obviously, she trusts you to transport the baby in the mornings, but does she trust you to care for your child? Because you're a man?
I read this on the last live that I was on, but I'm going to read it again. Mental health isn't an excuse for bad behavior, but it can help explain where it comes from.
Yeah.
And so it provides the explanation, but the accountability still has to be on the person, even with whatever issue they have going on. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely, regardless. All right, I'll dive into transition time here. Nikki, what's up? 23-month member in the Gosh Heck and Thunder crew. After 9 years, 2 girls, one being a super traumatic early birth, and my sister-in-law and brother are pregnant. Another girl, LOL. Maybe a boy next? Wow. Congratulations for them. That's awesome. And congrats, Auntie. Congrats. Mental health? That's where I'm at. Mental health starts with awareness as well. For sure. I mean, that's becoming aware of what's going on with you, yeah. Jilly5, Sabrina Bartelli, dropping the lightning bolts there. We are over halfway on the finger heart goal on the TikTok side. Helly Elizabeth, suited and booted. Amy Mitz, Just Mags. Elizabeth, Anna Hartman, Natalie and Pixie, Caitlin Pelletier are dropping the finger hearts. Sabs, Natalie and Pixie again. There's Susan R.S., Michelle G, Queen Unicorn, Vilma, Katriana, Christine for JP dropping finger hearts. Mama T, Misfit Mama to Rylan, Jenny with the ice cream cone, Vilma HR, Alicia, Cassie, Jamie, Kate Edney, Vilma Panda. Thank you guys so much for the love. Darth Angie, I see you dropped 202. Aunt Sue jumping in with them. Carrie jumping in with them. Thank you so much. Thank you. Get a quick drink here. I do, I feel like words are hard as imminent.
Did you tell them what you said?
I have not told them what I said yet. I woke up feeling like shit today. Like I felt like there was a baseball behind my right eye. It was just like sinus pressure and like a tension headache and like light sensitivity, all the things. Just felt like garbage. Rested up, had and Candy Thunder, luckily allowed me to rest up and just kind of take it easy today. But at some point, I went into the office and just had some like musical exploration time, some zen time, and then came back out because I had heard the dogs barking and I thought maybe Ava had gotten back. So I went out there and I said, "The bogs are darkened." And then I stopped and I was like, what the fuck just came out of my face? The bogs are darkened.
So now,
and those were the first words I said. The bogs are darkened.
I'm going to give the update on our dogs that nobody asked for. I'm obsessed with them.
The bogs.
The bogs.
They
Luna grows lumps and bumps for fun. And so on Friday, she had all of her lumps and bumps removed. And our veterinarian has like a laser closure thing where they can close wounds with laser. And it heals so quickly. So I thought this would be a very quick process. But apparently when you have a growth, like a fatty tumor or like a cyst or any type of situation, they can't close it with that. They have to close it with stitches. So our poor... And then they talked about dogs of her age, and I was like, okay, don't speak to me like that. Like, we had to sign, like, a special thing because she was over a certain age. And I was like, that's uncomfortable. I don't like that. They're like, a dog of her age, how she... I was like, shh, please stop.
She's still a puppy. Thank you very much.
But she... so she got all this removed and came back with... Some of them were apparently deeper than they had thought, so she came back with some pretty hefty stitches.
Like 4 or 5 areas.
She's got 4 areas, like one on her chest, 2 on her back, 1 on her ear. But she got them all removed. They said none of them looked like anything under the microscope, and they had already sampled them. But they reconfirmed nothing dangerous or anything like that. But so this girl's got stitches all over her, a cone on her head, which she loathes. Trying to get out of the vet's office with like one of those collars that like cinches down when she pulls on it. And so she's trying to get out the door, like knocking her head all over the place with this cone. And I'm like, okay.
She's not graceful enough for that.
No, but she won't mess with anything like stitches. So I took the cone off immediately and I was like, you're fine. And my mom was like, put a t-shirt on her. And that way, like Sunny, if she does get on like her or touch her, like nothing will happen. So Luna has been walking around like Winnie the Pooh for the past 3 days, and she's doing excellent. She actually started playing the next day, and like still keeping Sunny off of her is like its own personal game.
She doesn't understand. Sunny's also equal parts like cute, dumb, and stubborn. So she likes to chew on Luna's ear. They wrestle a lot. She jumps on her back, and now she can't because Luna's seriously stitched up in all the places that Sunny typically likes to chew on. And I'm like, you're going to rip her stitches out. But she's
doing very good.
She's like, I got my friend back. I'm so happy.
Yeah. Sunny is obsessed with Luna. They are literal best friends. Luna has adopted her as her sister puppy. But also Luna, like our vet has talked to us about losing weight, and we've done walks, like restrictive eating, no treats, like things like that. And nothing has ever budged. She's lost like 2 pounds and then gained it back. But she has lost 7 pounds since we got Sunny, which I thought was like...
Because they run around...
Because she runs around like crazy with Sunny.
She runs full speed in the yard to play with Sunny, and it's fantastic for her.
Oliver hates them all.
Oliver
literally hates them.
he was kind of a dick before. Now he's a dick.
He's not happy. Luna the Pooh, that's right.
She's been wearing a t-shirt to cover up her stitched areas.
And then I take the t-shirt off at night to let them breathe, but everything looks really good. Like
she legit looks like Luna the Pooh, though.
Yeah.
During the day, it looks like she's getting ready to stand up and walk on two legs.
She doesn't mind the shirt either. Like I think she actually enjoys it. They checked for hyperthyroidism. They thought that's what was going on, but everything came back pretty normal for her. And they did recheck again. And that's like she has her little collar thing that says like I'm not fat, I'm fluffy. But she's doing good. Like she's lost that weight, and I'm like it'll be interesting to see how much she weighs when she goes back to get all those stitches removed. But anyways, and Sunny is doing fantastic.
Sunny is doubled in size.
We have passed the point of like crazy. She's sleeping in her crate at night. She's a good dog. She is a good dog.
She's a good dog.
What is your problem?
I have stories that I want to tell.
She's a good dog. And we'll read the next story.
All right. We'll go to the next
you
story.
do have stories you want to tell. Go for it. Number 2 is ready for you.
I have stories there. Hey, Benster, drop the 5, said, Dusty, did you that shady back again? Tell a friend, LOL. And thank you and Candy so much for the marriage advice. Even though I'm single, I share the knowledge to others. Thank you so much, Ben. Good to see you here, man. I'm seeing you. I see you in chat. It's just hard to catch up on everything. TF member for 31 months. Sorry I'm late. Just got a hell of a thunderstorm with 1.5 inch hail. Now waiting for round 2 to hit soon. No! I was thinking earlier because it got really windy today and then the temperature dropped like 15 degrees and I'm like, crap. But I have not looked at the weather. Trying not to because then I'll just, borrow trouble and just like I'll go ahead and schedule my anxiety if I look at the 7-day forecast now or the 10-day right now. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on that. I don't need to pre-schedule my anxiety. It'll be here when it needs to be here. All right, here we go. Next story. Hey there, Dusty Thunder here with yet another story for you. This is my boyfriend 28 male wants me 25 female to get fertility testing before proposing. How would you all respond to that?
I want to see if your incubator's good.
Yeah, listen. Before I put a ring on it, I got to make sure I can put a biscuit in it. Or bun in it. I don't know. You know what I mean. My boyfriend, 28 male, wants me, 25 female, to get fertility testing before proposing. If you cannot bear an heir, what is the point? All right, let's go. My boyfriend and I have been together for 5 years and lived together for 3. We have been talking about marriage over the past year and started saving up. He said he's planning to propose over the summer this year. However, last night, as we were trying to go to bed, he decided to give me a long lecture about how I have not had any fertility testing done, and he's not sure if I can have children. Over the past year or 2, I've been struggling to find a primary care doctor, and I did finally place myself at an office where I have been playing phone tag with a receptionist for weeks about booking an appointment. Every time I call the office or show up, they tell me I have to wait for someone else to call me back to book an appointment, and then they either don't call or they call at a time where I'm unable to get to the phone. But anyways, back to the main issue. My partner has told me that he wants to have kids from the beginning of the relationship, and that if I chose to not have children, I was the wrong person, or I was with the wrong person. But that a fertility problem would be a different scenario. I'm just absolutely not ready for kids yet, especially since we are unmarried and can't afford a home, and that I believe, would be suitable conditions to raise a child in. I have never heard of any other couples going through the process of fertility testing before they were even thinking about trying to have kids before. I do understand that he wants to have a future guaranteed, but it almost makes me feel like the relationship itself and the potential marriage were never real and will never be genuine. I almost feel like I'm being looked at like my body is a machine responsible for producing babies, and if I can't do it, it's broken and needs to be scrapped. Rather than feeling like a marriage would be about lifelong partnership and commitment, it feels more like a contract that says, you will give me children. And now, after 5 years, I realized I might be with the wrong person, so I don't know what to do. Any advice would be much appreciated. Edit, the main concern is that I had a cyst surgically removed from my fallopian tube at 19, so I would need some kind of x-ray or sonography testing to make sure my ovaries are still intact, which sounds like a lot to go through.
I just so we're clear, A woman's worth is not measured by the function of her uterus or how well her ovaries pop eggs. Because I'm not sure if he knows this or not, but we're actually human beings, not just incubators to push out babies. This man does not love you. This man is filling a space where any person could go. But also, does he know that men are incapable of having kids sometimes? Does he know that men sperm, sometimes they just don't swim? Does he know that?
Has he had fertility testing?
Right? I would be like, it's a two-way street, right? Like, you're going to go shoot whatever you got in a cup and see what turns out. See if they move. See if they dance. See if they're oddly shaped. I'm not sure. What else is there?
I have had to do it multiple times, and I'm telling you right now, it's very uncomfortable. Do not wear a quarter-zip Sherpa
We preface this with
to
saying,
that appointment.
for people that don't know, that we did IVF, and I understand that it was uncomfortable for you, but I'm going to put you in the back seat for that conversation because it was highly uncomfortable for me.
Well, yeah.
I got way used to putting my feet in stirrups.
I understand. I understand. Like that was. I was not the one who had to go through the hard part.
No, yours came with a happy ending.
For any of that.
Mine came with we're gonna pump saline into your uterus and see where it goes.
I mean, look, after that, there was like what felt like a nail gun. Shot into my taint, basically.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
But let me tell you, look, we had our appointment for us to do the fertility testing, and it ended up being like 20 degrees colder that day than we thought it was going to be. So we stopped, and I got like this $10 Sherpa pullover from Target, and then I forgot to take it off when I went into the appointment. And then, it's just too late at a certain point, and it was very warm. It was very warm.
You also didn't know you were going to have to do that day.
No. Wasn't prepared.
It was a consultation appointment, and they were like, well, if you guys have time, let's go ahead and knock out the blood testing, and let's go ahead and check his.
Why
not? And it, just so this person knows, yours were running out of energy.
Yeah.
Before they could make it to the egg.
Well, and preface this with, I had No?
No, we're not going there.
Okay. Well, yeah. So the motility is an issue.
Motility. Thank you. I was trying to think of that word. Yeah. Anyways, this guy, and like I said, he does not love you. He does not care about you. He cares what you can provide to him, and that is not a relationship. That's a transactional thing. And what are you getting in return? Because it doesn't sound like you're getting anything, not even a ring, to say, I love you, I want to be with you as a person. I want to be with the fact that you can provide me with a child. I want to be with the fact that you can fill this place where I think a woman should go, which is at home providing me with children. And if you can't do that, I'm going to find someone who can. And by all means, dude, go to the next person and find someone that wants to do that for you, because OP, you are not in a relationship where this man would take care of you and love you if something happened to you. That you're in a relationship where it's transactional, and I'm sorry.
However, why is this all of a sudden popping up after 5 years?
Because they're talking about proposing. It's getting serious.
This came up after the fact, though. Do you think this was...
a seed planted? Ha ha ha, you get it.
Do you think this was his idea? Or do you think his mama was like, oh, well, if you're going to propose, I'm sure you've already done the pre-proposal fertility testing.
I think it doesn't matter who put the bug in his ear or who planted the seed. The fact that the words came out of his mouth and he approached the situation like this tells me that you're not valuing this relationship human being to human being. You're valuing this relationship about what it can provide to you.
Yeah.
And for me, I would rather be alone than be with someone who thinks that I'm just an ATM of sorts about what I can give to you.
It would be a similar effect, not as shitty, but a similar effect to say to him, I will not agree to your proposal until you are netting at least $1 million per year.
And that does happen. I mean, if we reverse the roles, I think that absolutely happens.
Yeah.
Where well, I mean, gold digger is a term for a reason.
Right.
Like those things do happen. I think that also can go both ways.
For sure.
So I think, and he's not wrong for wanting kids, and he's not wrong. But if you love somebody, like,
That's a journey you take together.
That's the life that you've chosen to be with that person. And I think it's I don't know, I would have a hard time coming back from a request like this.
Yeah, because
before proposal, it's like checking out the used car like at the shop to see what's under the hood to see if I might want to purchase it. I'm not sure though. What does it look like? Is it full of windshield wiper fluid?
He's a tire kicker after 5 years of driving that car.
Exactly.
One of the biggest problems I have here is he wants a guaranteed future. A fertility test isn't guaranteeing you a future. That doesn't mean you're going to have kids. It doesn't mean you're going to have a trouble-free pregnancy. Even if he has done fertility testing, nothing is guaranteed there.
There's unexplained fertility where you could be perfect in both aspects and everything can be perfect and you still can't have a baby. There's so many things that can go wrong, but being with the person that loves you and wants to be your partner for life, like there are so many different avenues that you can take that can get you to the end that you want. But he doesn't seem like he wants that. He just wants to know that this is exactly what he wants is going to be secure.
Ugh, gross. I'm going to do this. He gets a brozo for this. I don't care whose idea it was. He gets a brozo for it. Gosh, and to just be with someone for 5 years and all of a sudden start becoming very critical of their ability to be your life partner. Maybe these were conversations you had earlier on, which is what makes me feel like these are conversations that were seeded and encouraged by mama or something. Doesn't make it okay. Doesn't make it any better. It just seems random for him. But it's garbage, and I'm sorry that this person wasted this much of your time, OP. And yeah, I think it's a deal breaker now. In your shoes, it would be a deal breaker for me because look, even if I was okay going and doing the testing, even if everything came back fine, even if he did his testing and blah, 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 you don't know that's what you want. You're not in the financial position to be able to make that work right now anyway. So look, you can plan all you want. Life is what happens while you're busy making other plans, right? We have that sign in our friggin' living room. And that is absolutely true. Life is what happens while you're busy making other plans. So maybe time for you to go live, OP. Maybe time for you to live, huh? He could be looking for an out, but he's talking about proposing too. Maybe he's scaring himself. I don't know. He's responsible for his actions. No matter what, he's responsible. Bailey Chapman throwing down the finger hearts. Good to see you there. Beer today, dudes be out here giving men a bad rap. Sheesh. Now, there are plenty of them, too. Plenty of them. That SRT4 chick. Laura is styling. Or Laura is trying, is what that says. Bailey Chapman ended up dropping a hundo. Candy Thunder dropped 19. Wow. You were sneaky about that. Bailey with the surprise. What is that? Surprise baby mob.
Oh man, I missed it.
Nice. Granny D, Lacey Lex, Laura, Kelly Schott, Katriana, Vilma, HR Andromeda Amber, Lacey Lex, Sally, Vilma with the Sunday Bowl, Mindy Stone, Billing. Are we done yet? Angel, thank you so much. Amy, greatly appreciate the love there. Thank you. Okay, we'll go ahead and dive into our next one here. I don't know if you guys were here for this explanation last time, but Sunny now has a character voice. It is she's like a little Italian pup. Mama, he's going to put me in the cage again. Mama, please don't make me sleep in there. I'll be a good girl, Mama. I like to jump on the big dog. Why I no jump no more.
All of our animals have.
They have character voices.
Yes, all of them.
It took me a minute to find hers, but it's like the pitch of her whining when she whines, which happens when she's in the kennel for about 5 minutes now, and then she's fine until she hears a motorcycle or something drive by, and she's like, "I heard a noise, Papa, Papa, what is the noise? That means you're coming to get me, yes? I'm like, no. But it is, yeah, she's got her character voice, and it fits her really well.
Luna's voice is basically Eeyore.
She's my mama.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oliver's kind of close, too. Oliver has, like, that's my mama.
Yeah.
Maybe that was Luna. I don't know. I've forgotten Oliver's voice. Here lately, it's like, why is everybody yelling? This damn yippee-snapper.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, anyway.
Forrest Gump and Jenny. That's cute, Jimmy.
And their Italian friend, Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luna's like, you can sit here if you want to.
Oh, yeah, it really is. Luna's so sweet. Okay, story number 3 was originally posted to 2 Hot Takes 2 years ago. This small part 1 of this story. The OP, like a week and a half ago, posted the original story and the updates, which are 2 years later, to the Dusty Thunder subreddit. And I saw it, and we read a lot of stories like this. So trigger warning for domestic violence, because it does contain snippets of that. But the original story followed by the updates, and then the update of 2 years later is a wild ride. And it all started with a banana. So I felt like it was...
Yeah, you giving the trigger warning and then me seeing the title, I'm like...
Yeah, it doesn't fit, right?
Well,
I thought it was going to be a funny story when I saw it.
Or maybe it does. I don't know.
So I didn't want to preface that it was originally posted to 2 Hot Takes 2 years ago, so they might have read the original post. I'm not sure. I didn't do any research on that part, but they did share it to the Dusty Thunder subreddit, and so
OP did. And
yes.
Normally, if stuff's posted over there, like
if it's posted to another
we don't
person.
get stories from over there. But
Yes.
OP brought it to us with the update, so we felt like it was perfectly fine to use.
Yep. So we're going to read the whole thing, and it's a wild ride. So if anyone is triggered by
Bananas.
or DV, yes, now is your warning.
All right, let's dive in. Title of this one is My Boyfriend Asked for the Banana and Now I've Got the Ick. I have no idea where this is going. My boyfriend asked for the banana and now I've got the ick. Me and my boyfriend have been together for almost 3 years. He has 3 teenage daughters. Every morning before school/work, I make breakfast and coffee. I typically make breakfast sandwiches. Usually when they're eating breakfast, it's too early for my body to handle eating, so I'll eat later in the morning. The other morning, we had an event to go to an hour away. I made breakfast as usual. They ate as usual, and I didn't, but I grabbed water and a banana to take to eat on the way. When I got in the car, I put everything in the seat. My boyfriend took the water and banana and put it in the center console. About 20 minutes into the drive, I got hungry and took a bite of the banana. He looked at me and said angrily, "You know, I would like to eat some of my banana." I thought he was joking, but soon realized he was serious. I told him I brought the banana because I haven't eaten breakfast and I knew I would get hungry. He told me that it was his banana and he wanted to eat it. I was in shock because I knew 110% I brought the banana, and after I told him I hadn't eaten yet, he had eaten, and told him I was hungry, he still wanted the banana. I had only taken one small bite. I gave him the banana. He ate it and didn't think twice about it. I have the ick big time all over of a frickin' banana. Okay, let's talk about this for a second.
I mean, since I've already given the trigger warning, I think we can see where this is heading. But I think, like, obviously she has the ick. He's gaslighting her over a banana that she knows that she brought, and like trying to get her to believe that she didn't, or control the fact that he's whatever.
Is this step one in manipulation? Is this step one in narcissism? Is it just like find a small
I wouldn't call
random
this step
thing?
1. I would call this about step 10 on a 20-step plan.
Okay. So just find small things to manipulate, to start making cracks
down
in someone's reality, and then
correct. And I know that we have people who have been through this in chat, so please jump in if you want.
manipulation, gaslighting,
Yeah.
rewriting history. Yeah. The biggest issue I have here, aside from where we know this is heading, is that, look, you dick, I don't care if you did bring the banana, right? If you've eaten brekkie already, a nice brekkie sandwich that your partner made for you, fucker, and your partner is hungry and hasn't eaten, you gave your partner the fucking banana. It wasn't even your banana in the first place, but if it was, if you had brought it yourself, which you didn't, but if you had, you still shouldn't have eaten it. Shouldn't have demanded it from your partner who was hungry, and then after confirming that your partner was hungry, gobbling down the whole fucking thing right in front of her.
Knowing that she hadn't eaten.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if this doesn't go anywhere else. Yeah, you got the ick. This guy right now is like the little stringy things that come off the banana that are all chalky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You freaking Mario Kart this dickbag. Toss the banana peel in front of him.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything you just said.
Don't like it. All right.
The ick was not about the banana, for sure.
No.
It was about how she was manipulated, gaslit, and controlled in that situation.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest tell for it all is that she gave him the banana.
She gave it up.
Knowing she was hungry.
And watched him eat the whole fucking thing.
Knowing that she hadn't eaten, that's what she brought to eat, and he took it, and she let him take it. And that's why I say I don't think this is step one. I think this is further down the line, that there have probably been a lot of things up to
But
this
this was
point.
the first thing she noticed enough to get the ick about.
Yeah.
Okay.
First thing that she's like, I know 110% I brought the fucking banana.
I bet he tossed the banana peel out
Right.
the window, too, when he was done.
Yeah.
It seems like that kind of
Exactly, Jenny. She's scared of him. Like, this gives, I have to give him the banana. I don't have a choice. He's demanding the banana.
He tell
gets
me
the
to
banana.
fuck off.
Yeah.
You're like, no, it's my banana. I haven't eaten. I made you a brekkie sandwich. I'm eating it. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Get your own damn banana. Okay, here we go. Edit. I shared this post almost 2 years ago. I was overwhelmed that 2.4 million people read my post, shared it 2.3K times. I had over 1,000 comments. This post changed my life in the best way. Thank you to everyone who commented and gave me advice. And an update is going to be posted this evening. I work 4 jobs. I worked later than expected last night. I'm working on my update post between breaks today. I will have the update before 10 p.m. Eastern Time. For those commenting that it is just for attention, please wait till you read the update. This man left me for dead and is on bond. I'm updating because I'm grateful for those who gave advice from my OG post. I'm hoping that they find this post and know how much I appreciate them. They saved my life. Holy shit. Okay. So this was 2 years later, and at that point, the only post that existed was the banana post. But whatever people said in comments saved her life. And here's the update. The banana post and the plot twist I didn't expect. About 2 years ago, I posted what I thought was just a ridiculous relationship story about a banana in the car. I expected maybe a handful of people to read it. Instead, it reached millions of people, got thousands of shares, and the comment section turned into a giant discussion about red flags in relationships. At the time, I thought Reddit might be overreacting a little bit. Turns out, Reddit might have saved my life. The day after this post went viral, one of my mentors randomly called me and said something strange. Hey, if you ever need somewhere to stay, my husband and I have a room for you. I was confused. I have a place of my own. Why would she think I needed somewhere to stay? She simply said, if you ever need to leave quickly, we're here. What I didn't know at the time is that she had experience as a counselor and had quietly noticed signs that my relationship wasn't healthy. The next day I called her back and said, you know what? I think I might take you up on that. Then something even more unexpected happened. Later that day, she called me again and said, my daughter works for a family with a nonverbal autistic son. They have an apartment above their garage they want to rent out. It's $800 a month. Do you want to see it? They ended up being the family I needed. They are my adopted family now. So my coworker and I went to look at it after work. It was beautiful. Quiet property, a mansion, peaceful little apartment above the garage, furnished, safe. I remember standing there thinking, this might actually be my way out. And honestly, puzzle time. And honestly, part of the reason I listened to that voice was because of all of you. Thousands of Reddit comments telling me something about my situation wasn't right. I signed the lease the next day. Then I started quietly moving my things out. When I finally told my ex I was leaving, Things escalated. There were fights, chaos. At one point, he somehow managed to set his own arm on fire, trying to make the house smell good with the candle on the stove. Yes, really. I ended up helping take care of him while he recovered, while I had the flu with a 102-degree fever. That was the moment I realized something important. I wasn't his partner. I was his caretaker. Not long after that, everything finally came to a breaking point. One night during an argument, he took my phone so I couldn't call anyone. When I tried to leave, he pinned me against the wall and started screaming inches from my face. Then he threw me to the floor and put me in a chokehold. I tried to fight. I tried to kick out. I tried to tap out, but the harder I fought, the tighter he squeezed. The last thing I remember thinking was, he's going to accidentally unalive me. Then everything went red, then black. When I woke up, I was alone in the room. I grabbed my little chihuahua, ran out of the house, and drove to a gas station trying to get help because I could barely breathe. Eventually, I made it to a hospital where doctors and police documented the injuries. Broken capillaries in my neck, bruising, injuries to my ankle from trying to escape. The officers told me something that still sticks with me. Women who are strangled by their partners are at a dramatically higher risk of being unalived later. That next morning, my ex was arrested. Since then, there have been court cases, delays, lawyers, and the long process of accountability. But the truth is, that night could have been the end of my story. Instead, it became the beginning of a completely different life. Today, I work what I jokingly call 4 lives instead of 4 jobs. I'm a hairstylist, a DJ, a karaoke host, a trivia host, and a bartender. Full-time, I'm doing hair transformations behind the chair. At nights, I'm running a microphone in a bar while people passionately debate trivia questions. It's chaotic. My schedule is weird. But my life is full of music, laughter, community, and people who actually care about me. And honestly, I'm doing better than I ever imagined. I'm successful in my career, surrounded by supportive friends, and building a life that feels peaceful and exciting at the same time. So I wanted to come back here and say something important. Thank you. Thank you to the Redditors who commented on that silly banana story and pointed out things I wasn't ready to see yet. Thank you to the women who shared their experiences without judgment. Thank you to the people who encouraged me to trust my instincts. Sometimes, strangers on the internet can see something clearly when you're still standing too close to the situation. And sometimes a random banana post ends up being the first step towards saving your own life. Life isn't perfect now, but I'm free, I'm safe, and for the record, I still bring my own bananas on car rides. There's another update, but before we get into that...
TH said, I'm glad she's thriving.
Yeah.
And I think that's the... because I know that a lot of women that end up in situations like this don't get out. And like we've seen the statistics. We know what those include. And that is one that I didn't know, which she mentioned in the story, is that a woman that is like attempted strangulation, like the higher the risk of being unalived by their partner. And I think anyone that has found themselves in this situation and has lived to come out the other side, like I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. Like I can have empathy and sympathy, but I can't imagine what you've lived. I can't begin to understand your story. But I think it's so important that these stories are told, because the more aware that people are of the small things, the more awareness can help stop the big things. And so every time I see a story like this, like I want to shout it from the rooftops for women who have found themselves in this situation, because it's completely unfucking fair. And I fucking hate that this is a world that we live in. And like, I think with the story ahead of this about, I need to know if your parts work, like we find ourselves being less than human, because of like, we're only as good as what we can provide. Like we're only as good as the amount of love that we can provide to you, or the children, or meals, or whatever, like, and seen as less than. And I think anyone who looks at women that way, like, fuck you. Like, just fuck you.
And sadly, they learned it from somewhere, too.
Yeah. And it's been a thing for as long as anyone has been on this earth. Like, men women, and sometimes like not even that close. And I think I'm very sorry for anyone that has ever found this in this situation. And if you ever want to share your story, or if you want us to read and share your story, like, we are more than happy to do that and to get that out there. If that's something that you ever find yourself wanting to do, just to hear like the world rally behind you, because I think every woman who has been in this situation deserves that.
Yeah.
Domestic violence is never okay. And I know, like, with the recent news, like, women can do it to men too. But the severity,
it's more common the other
the
way.
severity of men that treat women like this is there's a vast difference between the two.
I did, Mama B, I thought about the same kind of thing as soon as OP was out. I'm like, okay, now the Eye of Sauron turns to his girls.
I wondered
his
about
kids,
that too.
Right? But he was arrested the next morning, right? So thankfully there's that. I know it's been a long process, but hopefully with that going on, hopefully Mom's in the picture and they're away from him while all of this is in process here. But I'm without someone there to take the focus, I'm assuming the kids feel the brunt of that, right? There's no filter. It goes straight to them. So that was my first thought there too, is she got out, who's next? Because somebody's going to be next.
Right. He is arrested. She said there's court hearings still going on, like these things are happening, but I don't know.
Truly Me, Izzy, you can share it in the subreddit, or you can send it directly to us if you want.
Yeah, you
Your
are
story,
welcome
yeah.
to send
Either
it
way.
on our website, and you can put in the title like DV sharing, like. So yes, we have one more update that we are going to read from OP.
And yeah, beer today, we'd be ready to roll out.
Yeah, there's a.
If we knew about this happening with someone that we know, we'd absolutely be ready to roll out.
That's bravo to the men that meet the bare minimum of treating women like human beings, because there's a lot of men that don't.
That's like the
fucking bare minimum.
This is the shittiest award you can ever get, right?
Right.
It's like, hey, guess what? You made this achievement of not treating women like baby makers and punching bags. That's an achievement?
Clearly.
Okay, here we go. Update 3. One of the strangest coincidences of my life. Words are hard. One of the strangest coincidences of my life. There's one part of that night I forgot to include in the earlier updates, and it still gives me chills when I think about it. While I was in the hospital after the strangulation, I realized I had to call the owner of the salon where I worked to tell her I wouldn't be able to make it in that day. When she answered, the first thing she said after hearing what happened was, "I've actually been waiting for this phone call." I was confused. I asked her what she meant. She paused and said something that stopped me cold. She told me that the exact day was the anniversary of her sister's death. Her sister had been unalived by her boyfriend by strangulation. She said she was so sorry that it happened to me, but that hearing that story didn't shock her because she had seen the signs before and she cared about my safety. I started crying when she told me that. I don't know exactly what I believe when it comes to fate or the universe or coincidences, but moments like that make you stop and think. The day I almost lost my life was the same day the woman who owns the salon I work for lost her sister to the exact same thing. And somehow I ended up working for someone who understands what I went through in a way very few people can. Since then, I've realized something important. I'm surrounded by people who care about me, who look out for me, and who genuinely want me to be safe and happy. My friends, my coworkers, my mentors, even strangers who supported me when I needed it. After everything that happened, I don't take that for granted anymore. I'm grateful, and I'm still here. To any women or men who feel like they can't get out of a situation, I promise you can make it out. It won't be easy, but you can do it. And I feel like, edit note, this would be a really good time to list some services on screen here.
Yes.
What are, tell me this, chat, and we'll obviously,
Yeah, I will.
We'll note.
Go ahead and flip. Yeah. And I'll.
Go ahead and what?
whenever they tell us the.
Yeah, Candy Thunder's going to get some screenshots here. If there are some resources that you know of and are tried and tested and verified that you think we should include, go ahead and throw those up in chat, please. And we'll note those. Candy Thunder's grabbing screenshots right now, and we'll include some of those in this post whenever it goes up for edit. 211 or 988. Safe Home, Victim Connect. YMCA is a great resource, okay? Man. I don't know if anybody else, heard the line from the salon owner that she's been waiting for this and she had seen some of the signs. Like, if you're the person seeing the signs, I know it is a very difficult line to walk of when do you speak up to the person who you're seeing the signs of in their life, right? And how do you speak up? What do you say? And that loveisrespect.org, I'm sure, is going to be one of the resources we throw up there. Not so much to escape your situation, but to identify that it is a toxic situation. Yeah, you're the ace. Yeah, advocates for family peace. It depends where you live. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Due to Snicky, most resources are independent and local, which is unfortunate, right? I mean, this feels like something that should have a nationwide connected resource pool. It is hard. They have to want to listen to you, D. Yeah, like something happens. They have to see something themselves first, right? Maybe. I mean, I assume you're right. I assume that's the case. And they have to get some kind of ick or have some kind of trigger to question things before they can actually hear something that opposes their current worldview. Gotcha. Katiana. If I had to do over, I would move to a different country and get a new identity. There's no protection in the U.S., just a semblance of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess that's this is one of the hardest parts is that evil can follow you.
Yeah.
Unless, hopefully, your situation ends up like OP's and action is taken. Right, like they're actually picked up. Did it say that is he still at? Oh, he's on bond, right? Or did he end up going
something
to jail?
like that? Yeah, he was arrested and then maybe got out on bond.
But then it's been a thing of trials.
It's back down further.
Continuances and delays, lawyers, and the long process of accountability. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, woof. Woof.
Yes, I'm sorry to. I know that's heavy for a Sunday Night Live, but I saw the title on that story, and I'm like, I do like to try to find lighthearted, like fun stories, and that's what I thought that was. And then I started reading it, and I'm like, oh, that's like this is not okay. And then I saw the updates, and I'm like, holy shit. And then you get to the coworkers part. The salon owner, and just like a moment, like, and what that had to mean to the both of them for that to come full circle for that salon owner, watching her sister go through that, and then being able to help someone else out of that situation.
And her contribution there. I mean, not only as a friend, but being understanding and allowing her the grace to come back when she needed to, right? Like it's
I also saw someone said that their like 401k has where you can like withdraw $10,000 when you need to leave a domestic violence situation.
Wow.
And the fact that that's a necessary clause is wild, but also like incredible that they recognize that there is a problem.
Yeah.
And this is a solution to it. Short term, but it is a solution. Like
if you have a 401k.
A hardship withdrawal. Thanks, Remington.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
That is cool.
I think that's interesting information. I don't know that a lot of people know that.
Yeah. I'm sure they don't.
Yeah.
Hey, Todd, welcome to the Gosh Like a Thunder crew. And James, welcome to the Thunder Crew as well. We have a couple new family members here, which is fantastic. So I'm going to do a little bit of catch up and we're diving into our next story here. We're pivoting. Chris, Aslam, Bobby, Crystal. Aslam again, they're Legally Blonde. Jenny Pine, fundraising habit. Jenny Pine again there. Dollface, Crystal Museum Girl. Dollface with the lucky lenses, very cool. Bobby. Celestial, paying off debt. Sweet Tato, Mojo Jojo, and Horoxen. Sue Missy, Liz, Michelle, that SRT4 chick, thank you so much. Jenny with the ice cream cone jumping in on the heart meat. The finger hearts. What? Words are hard. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Hey there, Dusty Thunder. Once again, have a story for you. It is, am I the astronaut for refusing to allow my friend's 6-year-old stepkid in my apartment and ending the friendship over it? It's not really the kind of thing we can do a poll on because it's oddly specific yet vague enough for you to not know what the hell's going on. Am I the astronaut for refusing to allow my friend's 6-year-old stepkid in my apartment and ending the friendship over it? I, 29 male, had a friend, Yale. We were friends for over 10 years. He's been dating Monica for about a year, and she has a 6-year-old daughter. Yale has basically decided to become her stepfather. My girlfriend, 27 female, and I have been together for 6-ish years, living together for 2, and we don't enjoy being around kids that much, and Yale knows this. The issue started when Yale and Monica began bringing her daughter to every group plan, movies, restaurants, hangouts, without asking others if others were okay with it. None of my friends have kids besides them. On top of that, they don't control her behavior. She grabs our phones and stuff without permission, tries to grab and chase our pets in our apartment, and invades personal space while they do nothing. Even before the main conflict, they would often ask everyone to adapt our plans so their daughter could be included. For example, suggesting we watch kids' movies, go to a place without alcohol, or generally shift plans to be more child-friendly even when we wanted to do other stuff. Because of all of this, my girlfriend and I have stopped wanting to include them in our plans at our apartment. I told Yale clearly that we don't want kids in our home. He kept arguing and trying to convince me I was wrong for not liking his stepdaughter instead of respecting our decision. Things escalated when my girlfriend organized her birthday party at our apartment and wrote in the invitation that she wanted no kids at her party. Yale messaged and saying that was rude and that a sane person wouldn't write that.
Okay.
I defended my girlfriend, telling Yale it's her party, our home, and we can set whatever rules we want. He also criticized my girl personally, saying she's hostile and makes things uncomfortable for everyone. At that point, I snapped. I felt he hugely disrespected my girlfriend, and I also felt pressured and tired of the constant arguments and lack of boundaries. I told him I didn't want to continue the friendship. In the end, our mutual friends sided with me and also decided to distance themselves from Yale and Monica, so he pretty much lost all of his friends for this. Am I the astronaut? Top comment. The irony of your friend thinking it's rude that your girlfriend organized a no-kids party when they've been imposing the child on everyone, causing discomfort and stress on top of all that. He is going to regret losing his friends if he and his girlfriend break up in TA. I would go a step further in this and be like, why the fuck would you, as a parent, step-parent, bonus parent, caregiver, whatever the fuck, put a child in a situation where you know people don't want them there?
Right.
Why would you put your child in a situation where they're going to feel that they are unwanted?
Because they don't want a parent.
They want
They
other
said
people to do it.
They
just
want
like,
there and just like, yeah. They just bring them in and let them run amok and expect other people to rein them in.
This poor kid.
Yeah.
I'm sure the kid has behavioral issues because
They're
she's not being
parented.
parented at all.
Yeah.
And they just try to bandwagon on to or piggyback onto other people's plans to make sure enough people are there where they don't really have to pay attention. Somebody's going to watch their kid.
Also, he makes no sense because he criticized his girlfriend, whose birthday it was, saying that she's hostile and makes everyone uncomfortable. Great, then don't come.
Yeah.
But you're fighting to come to a party where you feel uncomfortable and you think the person who the party is being thrown for is hostile. So
And asking
make
everyone
sense,
else
Yale.
to change their plans. So, look, Yale thinks he's the bee's knees because he's like, oh, it's cool, don't worry. The entire friend group will change their plans to accommodate my wants and desires because I'm that cool. And expects everybody in the friend group to change plans to accommodate his new choices in lifestyle. And again, this poor fucking kid, right?
Right.
This poor fucking kid who now has Yale in her life as a father figure. Like, fuck.
Also, as a parent, this is 100% not okay. If somebody throws a party and doesn't want kids there, you don't bunk against the invitation and try to bring your kid anyways. Like, that is completely inappropriate.
How bad do you need to party?
Also, why would you know there's going to be like alcohol, it's a birthday party, like with your friends, this is what they want, and you want to bring a 6-year-old? Like, that makes zero sense. I mean, okay, this guy just became a bonus parent or took on the role, whatever he's done. But Monica, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you are her advocate. You are her mom. You are her safe space, and you're putting her in all these uncomfortable positions. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And if he wants to step up and be a bonus parent, then that means your life changes. You don't get to do the same things that you have always done. Your life changes with the kid. Your life becomes something different. You can do these things sometimes when you have a sitter, but you can't do all the things that you originally did in the adult aspect, in drinking, in going out, in restaurants and clubs. Like, those things don't become available when you have a kid. Your life evolves. It becomes something different, and he's unwilling to do that. But Monica is also there putting her daughter in that situation and allowing it to happen.
If not originating and encouraging it. Right?
And I'm so confused by it.
Yeah.
I'm so confused as to why she would allow him to try to put her daughter in that situation. Like, when it comes to your kid, you need to have a backbone, and you need to say, no, this is inappropriate. We're not doing this.
No, I'm not going to put my child in that situation. Which I have a feeling if she felt that way at all, she wouldn't have ended up with Yale, right? Which means that this is maybe somebody who isn't ready to be a parent and happens to have a 6-year-old.
Do you think
and
after
just
this,
tries to continue the party lifestyle?
Yeah, that they'll stay together.
Maybe.
Also, I gave them the names Yale and Monica. It was Y and M, and sometimes I just get so frustrated when there's only like a letter. So I just gave them random
One Y
name.
word. Yale.
It was the first one when I Googled.
Y names.
Yes.
What is a male Y name? Yuri.
Lost opportunity. You could have had the accent.
You need Yuri, and
from Stranger Things.
we need now we need like a Russian sounding M name too.
Yanni.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I just said, and then I don't know why Monica was the first. I think I saw a reel with Lisa Kudrow talking about Phoebe Buffay, and I think that's probably where it's top of mind.
It's phonetic, sweet tato. It's fine. We can make it work with a Y. Yuri and Misha, yes. Moose and squirrel.
I could have done a Y-U-R-I.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Something. But I was like, I get so annoyed when they're just a letter. They're like, friend A told friend B, told C to meet him at the top of the coconut tree. And I'm like, stop. Just give him a fucking name. It doesn't have to be real. Just make it up.
Oh, man. We're good. You know what we need to do? And VIP, here's a mission for you. In the Facebook VIP group, we need to start a post. We need to pin it and start a list of asinine names
for
that
each
we can
letter.
give OP whenever they don't provide one. If they don't provide a name, they will be assigned one, and it's going to be from our list of asinine names. Please don't make them impossible to read. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Yep, Bay Fox, you picked it up.
Love that book. Navy's like, I don't really want to read that again. I'm like, we're reading it.
It's happening. It's happening.
Now that she knows her letters, though, she's more into it. I was like, I'm really into this book. A told B, and B told C.
You just want to sing it.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. The whole thing.
Alley-oop.
So the question was, am I the astronaut for refusing to allow my friend's 6-year-old stepkid in my apartment and ending the friendship over it? We need to work on your title creating skills, OP, because based on title alone, you seem a lot more dickish than the story actually is
That was
here.
the consensus in in the comments, they were like, dude, the title.
It's got nothing to do with the kid.
Yeah.
It's got everything to do with your friend trying to just bully everyone into things, which really concerns me for this kid, even more so.
Yeah.
Than their willingness to take her to every party that they want to go to.
Ooh,
So
what is Kai? What is Click Clack Moo? That feels like something I would like to see.
we have
as
read
well.
Click Clack Moo.
Have we?
Yes,
I don't think I have.
we have. I think we have it.
Is it upstairs?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. Yep. I'll
It's
find
been
it.
a minute then. Cindy Lou.
Cindy Lou Who. Okay, let me get some catch up done
Ooh,
here.
I'm excited.
We did hit our goal, TikTok side. Look at that. But before that, Margarita sent in some more gifted memberships here. So Phoenix Waller, welcome to the Gosh Heck and Thunder Crew. Also Blue Eyed Magic, welcome to the Gosh Heck and Thunder Crew, courtesy of Margarita. Margarita growing the fam. Look at you, Margarita, out here creating all kinds of new Thunder babies. Every thought I have of furthering that sounds inappropriate, so I will leave it right there. I will leave it. Okay, we did hit our gosh heckin' goal. Let me pull that up real quick. Give some love, and then we'll dive into our next story here. In the number one spot for hitting the finger heart goal, finger heart, not hinger fart. I thought I said hinger fart for a second. That's where I'm at. My Les Dixie is kicking in. For hitting the finger heart goal on the TikTok side, Darth Angie in the number one spot at 1,995. Mackenzie in the number two spot at 1,605. Vilma in the number three spot at 1,035. Then we got Rez at 890. Aunt Sue at 890. Tie. It's a tie. Sweet Tato at 795. Bailey Chapman at 525. Jamie at 455. Elise. Then we have that SRT 4 chick, naturally ADB. Life with Lala, Melissa Elliott. Laura is trying. United Snorts of America. Sabs. Asylum. Joyce Brown. Caitlin Pelletier Art. Amy Castro. Candy Thunder. Shay. Panda. Carrie. Michelle G. Silver Moon. Jesse Gray. Suited and Booted. Cassie. Sally. Charlie Diego. Angel. That Alaska girl. Camilla, Chris, Karma, Kelly Bree, Jersey Blind Girl, Mama Beck, USA, Crystal, Wolf. There's two of them, right? Crystal Museum Girl, and Celestial. Thank you guys so much. You're awesome. You're awesome. You're awesome. You're cool. You're cool. You're cool. I forget. That's not actually how the quote goes. It's like, F you, you're cool, F you, I'm out. Yeah. April Fairbanks sending out a gifted membership on the YouTube site here. Taylord, welcome to the Gosh Heck and Cunder through. What is it with that? What
What are you doing?
I don't know. My routine was thrown off today because I woke up feeling like shit, and now now I have...
It's like the fart a star thing.
I know. Now I have dyslexia. And yeah. Or I ate too muck and fudge. That's your dad's. I learned that from Cyrus.
Muck and fudge.
I ate too muck and fudge. And when your belly's full right after dinner, you really want to say it. I think I ate too muck and fudge.
That's what it'll be remembered by.
Truly.
Yeah.
Words are hard. I know. They shouldn't be. Like, my brain should be dialed in.
Nancy, I read that as, Dusty, do you know? Cunder through.
Dusty, do you know that your words are hard? You're gonna fuck 'em all up. Yeah. Cunder through and the Cunder bogs. Yep.
What are the Cunder bogs?
The bogs are darkened.
Oh. We do have Cunder bogs.
Okay. Spoonerisms. It happens. Sorry.
Yes, Nancy B. He did.
What did I do?
They asked.
I signed a 1-year contract with the Chiefs.
Yeah, he did. It'd be so cool if you were the
Rummy Nomi heard.
Photog.
That would be awesome. I would love to do it. You heard Words Are Hard on a podcast the other day. Ayo, look at that. I'm sure we didn't originate it, but still, I'd like to think that we are partially responsible for it becoming more common these days.
Go on, take credit.
for words being hard.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn that into a parody commercial. It'd be like the little blue pill for words.
I actually, not the little blue pill part. Peel.
Little blue peel.
But I do like the parody. I'm thinking more of like an opalite
Peel
spray.
the blueberry.
Words are hard thing.
Yeah, that would be good.
Like you spray them and then the words are easy.
Yeah, it would be some kind of ridiculous name that's all jumbled up, and it'd be the new fragrance.
I love
by
making
Dusty Thunder.
stupid fucking commercials.
It is fun. Mm-hmm. It really is. And I've got so many stored in my head that I really want to make. We just need the time and the freedom to do so. We need the freedom to do so. Okay, let's dive in on the next story. We ready? Ready? We're on story number 5, y'all. It's 10:30. Got 30 minutes left. We got this. Like cat no spray bottle. You taught everybody at work? Heck yes. Heck yes. You getting lost in the words? I don't know, Brenda. I don't know. Terabyte, member for 14 months, just started the alphabet list on VIP with hanger fart. Perfect. All right, let's dive in. Hey there, Dusty Thunder, once again with another story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for not giving my bonus to my brother-in-law? Let's start a poll for this one. Am I the astronaut for not giving my bonus to my brother-in-law? And for a second, I was like, is this National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? And then I was like, no, that's not how that goes. There is a Christmas bonus. There is a brother-in-law.
They don't intersect.
Yeah, those two things don't connect. So, there's that.
Someone asked how far we are from Jeff City.
Jeff City, we're about
You would know.
3.5 to 4 hours. Yeah, I used to have to drive there. I would drive up there Monday morning and then Thursday night drive back every week.
Yeah, he worked in politics.
Yep, working in the Capitol building, wearing a suit every day.
I've been there one time. To the Capitol when I was in 4th grade.
I took
a big bus.
I had the VIP parking underneath the Capitol.
Oh, so fancy.
Pretty big deal, you know what I mean? Yeah.
We got to see some rooms where it happened.
We got to see some rooms where it happened.
That was pretty good. That's all I got.
Well, I was not the man. I worked for the man and worked there long enough to know I wanted nothing to do with politics ever again.
It's all smoke and mirrors. Literally.
I want nothing to do with it. There are reasons that we don't talk politics on this show. I did my nickel. You can't picture me in a suit? Yeah. That was
He cleans up nice.
when I need to.
Let's check the poll.
Okay. Well, on stream?
Yeah. It is 97% NTA.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Okay. All right, here we go. Am I the astronaut for not giving my bonus to my brother-in-law? I, 28 female, have a brother-in-law, 30 male, who feels as though I'm being extremely unfair to him by not giving him my referral bonus. Ow, a referral bonus. For context, him, my husband, 32 male, and myself are all registered nurses. We live on the West Coast and him on the East Coast. We all have done travel nursing contracts on and off for over the last 6 years. My last recruiter was awesome, so I referred my brother-in-law to her/the agency she works for. When I started with this company, my husband referred me. The company pays you $750 after the nurse you referred has worked for 8 weeks. The person working also receives a smaller bonus of $250. Many companies have incentives like this. Over the last few weeks, my brother-in-law has been making comments over text and over the phone to my husband, saying things like, "Send me that money when you get it," or "Let's split the bonus money." He thinks it's my husband who's getting the bonus, but really it's me. I let my husband shut him down and deal with it, trying not to get involved. Things took a turn last Friday. Last Friday marked 8 weeks. He's been working on the contract for the company. He got his $250, so he knows the payment was made to my husband/me. He started harassing my husband over text, saying he deserves the money instead because he's the one working. My husband told him to knock it off and that I'm the one who got the bonus anyway. He started texting me, saying he's owed this money. Again, saying he's the one that's working the contract, not me. I told him no, and if I didn't refer him, he would have gotten no no bonus, even if it is smaller. Like, just be grateful for extra free money, but he kept on it, saying it's unfair. I told him this is just the way it goes. I made the company money for recruiting you, so I get paid more. It's not like I stole the money from him or anything. It was direct deposited to me. I stopped responding to his texts, thinking that was the end of it. The next day, he started texting my husband, telling him he needs to ditch me. I'm extremely toxic and entitled. I suck, and many more not very nice things. My husband, of course, got very mad and stuck up for me. He hasn't talked to either of us since. Now I'm starting to feel bad that this has caused a family fight and don't think money should come between family. But at the same time, you can't bully me into giving you something that's mine and treat me like garbage. I never told my husband I should get his bonus, and I know why my brother-in-law wouldn't give it to me if it was the other way around. Am I the astronaut for not caving? Top comment, definitely NTA, your brother-in-law does not understand how referral bonuses work and is just being a total asshole. Also, OP, my only response would have been like, if you have an issue with the bonus amount you were given, contact the company. They decided who got what. I didn't make that decision. And guess what? That referral bonus I got from them, I'm probably getting taxed on. I'm not giving you the money and paying the tax. No! You got an issue, you talk to the people who sent the money.
I like how over $750, he's like, you need to ditch her. Like, she's extremely entitled. Over $750.
She sucks!
But also, if this was reversed, and she said this too, but if it was reversed, he wouldn't fucking give you $750. Like, just based on the way that he's acting. He'd be like, no, man, I mean, I earned that by referring someone, because that's how referrals work. But the fact that it's reversed and he only gets $250 and she gets more, he's like, well, I'm entitled to that, and I should basically have half of what you got.
But she's entitled, yeah. If anybody's entitled to anything here, you dick stick, OP's entitled to your bonus because you wouldn't have gotten it if she had not referred you. And guess what? She could have referred anyone. I mean, she only thought of you because you could both benefit from it. But you're like, nah, any benefits that are tied to my employment, I get. Like, try telling that to your fucking employer. See how that goes. My employer's profiting off my work. I get a cut.
Supernova said, you got an issue, here's a tissue.
There you go.
I fucking love that.
I like it. I feel like this is one of those tiny violin sticker conversations.
He can also, he thought he could bully your husband into this. Like, oh, we're going to get that, right? Just send it on over when it comes. And then his husband's like, dude, it went to my wife. And then he's like, oh, fuck.
And then he's like, you need to leave her. And then we'll split the $750. You understand this is $750, right?
And that it's 2026.
Not $750,000. Not $750 million.
Not $7,500.
Exactly.
This is like
$700. You are asking someone to end their marriage over $375. What the fuck is wrong with you? I am afraid to end up having you as a nurse at some point. I'm afraid of you providing care to other human beings. Like, look, if you save someone's life, does half of that life belong to you? I am confused.
He has a running, debt list of who he's helped and how he helped them and what they should provide to him.
Here to collect.
Just refer somebody, dude. I mean, you probably don't have any friends based on the way you've been presented here.
Well, you got a long list of people that you've saved and now you own half their life. So start referring them. They owe you working 8 weeks.
And then you can get your own money.
Yeah. And then what if they call you and ask for half?
He's the epitome of a DB. 100%. 100%.
What are you, 20 cc's of douchebag stat?
NTA OP.
Yes, NTA. Am I the astronaut for not giving my bonus to my brother-in-law? No.
No, because that's not how referral bonuses work.
That's not. Contact the company, man. If you have an issue with this policy, talk to the fucking policy makers, not the receivers. Fuck this guy. This guy sucks. I still don't have the sound clip made, but I need to. I need to. Good golly, Miss Molly, I'm only doing $200 worth of work now. Brother-in-law, probably. Probably. Okay, next to last story here. How we all doing? We doing good? Let me do a little bit of catch up here. Jenny Lee, Adventures with Pam, doing the name shout-outs now. That's what it suggested to me. It looked cool, so we're doing it. Hannah Lewis, Allie, Adventures with Pam, Jenny with the ice cream cone with all kinds of goodies. Janice C. 2014, Real Life Works, Raina, Rhonda Floyd Brady, Aunt Sue, Oma Loves Disney, Shoe Knot, Disney Dad, Tremier, KJ. It was hard to read for a second. Hannah Lewis, Karen Shaper Cutter, Kimmy B dropping the name shout-outs, Hannah Lewis dropping more, KJ dropping some, Alice Ann, Karen Shaper Cutter, Hannah Lewis again there. Thank you all so much. Dr. Sweets in the house, dropping the 5-bomb over on the YouTube side. Says, well, we all know how cheap divorces are, so yeah, just divorce her using the $750 and whatever's left will split.
That's so true.
Did you ever see those billboards?
I was just gonna say they've got like the $800 divorce.
But that was back in like 2014.
That's true.
2015.
In this economy?
No, they'd be like, $5,000 divorce. That sounds about right.
I think I've never seen these two billboards together. If you ever see it, capture this photo for me, please.
I know what
the
you're gonna say.
$800 divorce or the $700 cremation. Like, is it a menu? Is it the same place offering both services? What is happening here? What is happening? Quick and easy divorce. 6-minute abs. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, we'll dive into the next story here.
The ones where you like just press the stamp.
Yeah, wasn't it 6? Okay, I can't
stamp
remember
on.
what movie. It's an older movie. What movie is that from? And was it 6-minute abs? Now I'm gonna have to
There's
find
like
the
that
clip
plastic thing you can like put over your stomach,
to make it look like abs.
and then you like indents them. Maybe you just do some shading around it.
That's a thing.
I've seen it.
Like temporary prosthetic abs.
Yeah.
Something about Mary. Yeah. Is it 6-minute abs?
Spray on abs.
It is something about Mary. You leave them, we'll grieve them for only $800.
I'm gonna use that thing on my stomach and be like, no, mine just roll like that. It's fine. That's how they sit.
Ab contouring. I can't believe it. There's a muscle suit. Dang.
Yeah, you can contour abs on like your stomach.
Who has the time?
Me.
Who has the time?
I can't even contour my nose. I could contour abs if I wanted to.
People would be looking at me and they'd be like, it looks like they're flexed, but they're jiggly.
That's why I said they just roll.
It's like somebody's
That's
making...
how they roll.
Somebody's making Jell-O ice cubes and they aren't quite done. You know, that's what it would look like. I think they would know.
Yeah.
I think they would know.
Oh, man.
All right, here we go. Next to last story. Home stretch. Am I the astronaut for uninviting my friend from my wedding because I took her man? Am I the... You were looking at your phone.
I saw it.
You saw it?
I felt it.
You felt it? You felt
Yeah.
the wind from my snap? Am I the astronaut for uninviting my friend from my wedding because I took her man? Whichever one works better there.
Oh no.
Flabdominal contouring. Yes, ooh, perfect.
Flabdominal.
Flabdominal. All right, we'll dive right into this one.
Hey girl, hey.
I, 25 female. What?
Somebody said we need a snaps button.
Snaps button. Yes. I need to bring in the special effects snaps. We could do that. We're gonna green screen it though, and we'll get everybody on the team to like lean in and then disappear. We could do this. Am I the astronaut for uninviting my friend from my wedding because I took her man? I, 25 female, work with a friend, 28 female. Years ago, she dated a guy for about 6 months. I had only ever seen a few pictures of him and had never met him, so I didn't think anything of it. Over a year after they split, I met him at a local honky-tonk. I didn't know that my fiance was the guy in the photos that she showed me until he met some of my friends, and obviously they recognized each other. When we started dating, she actually had a conversation with me about it and said it wasn't a big deal and that she didn't care. I genuinely forgot about that conversation and that they had any history. We eventually fell in love and got engaged. While planning the wedding, I found out that she had been telling her friend group a dramatized version of the events and saying that I stole her man, and accusing me of dating him on purpose because I'm jealous of her. She made it clear she thinks I'm in the wrong for marrying him. Because of this, I decided to uninvite her from the wedding. When I told her, she reacted angrily and said I was wrong for marrying her ex, that I had ruined everything, and that it was disrespectful to her. Because of her shit-talking, it's made a few of our mutual friends become distant with me, and one said I shouldn't have uninvited her. I feel like her ongoing narrative was disrespectful and would have ruined the day. I'm really confused. I don't mean to make my friend feel bad, but why not let me know at the start you weren't okay with it? This whole situation has left me feeling really guilty and awful. I feel like I'm wrong because I broke girl code. Top comment. NTA. Sounds like her jealousy is eating her alive. You don't need that kind of negativity at your wedding or around you. If anyone says anything, laugh and say, oh, but did she tell you that they'd been broke up for a year before I even met him? Then change the subject. Have a lovely wedding and a very happy message. Or marriage. And I would add to that, I don't know what the fuck. And I would add to that, anyone who sides with this bizzo shouldn't be at your wedding either, because
100%.
they are high likelihood toxic drama people. They're high risk. Those are high risk guests. Those aren't friends. Also, your friend told you what you wanted to hear in the beginning and probably told you what she wanted to believe. She wanted to be okay with it, and she was okay with it when you were just dating, but now you're getting fucking married, and that she's got a problem with, because why you and not her? What do you have that she doesn't have? Besides him and a wedding.
So it's jealousy.
100%.
We all believe that.
It's got to be jealousy, right? She tried to not care. I firmly believe she was trying to not care. But here at the end, whenever the wedding, probably got the wedding invitation and cried for 3 days in the closet, right? Like, she just that broke her, and now she's going Khaleesi, and she can't control her shit because she doesn't understand it.
Right. No, I 100%. The trigger was the engagement or wedding invitation, whatever it was. But yeah, I think if she's doing this, she's not your friend. Or she thought she was, and now she's got some shit she needs to work on.
A lot of it.
Yep.
She's got a whole lot of shit backed up. Like, she's going to need some fucking Metamucil.
I fucking love that. Oh my gosh.
Well, which of these friends that are like, you shouldn't have uninvited her, bitch, would you want someone who said they were okay with you dating somebody that they had previously dated and you didn't know they had dated, and it had been over a year since they broke up, and then years later you're getting married, and they then flip their shit and they're saying I'm wrong for marrying him? Would you want that person?
She's like, well, I didn't know he was marriage material when we ended it. I thought it was just a thing.
No, babe. No, babe. He always was. You weren't.
You just weren't compatible, and it didn't work. And it did work between two other people.
It didn't work because you're the kind of crazy bee that wants to go ruin someone else's wedding and tell them they're wrong for marrying someone because you dated them once. How many people have you dated in your life? Let's be super fucking conservative here and say you're a serious commitment kind of gal, and you've had serious relationships with what? 5 people.
What did she expect to come from saying these things? That you're going to be like, oh, okay, well, you know what? We'll just rescind our proposal, and you guys go ahead and jump back together, and we'll see what happens. Because what do you want from spreading this dramatic version of events that did not happen, where she stole your man? Like, what does the friend want out of that? just to be the victim of the situation?
Yes, she wants to be the victim of the situation at the situation where there are lots of spectators. She wants a fucking arena of people, and the show that's being put on is like driving through fucking Branson and seeing a giant bright ass LED sign, and it's like tonight's victims.
And it's just you snapping on the side.
Stole my man. That's the name of the show. It's not very long.
Such
There's not a lot
dramatic snap.
to it. It's like it's like Stampede, but just with one girl in the middle crying.
I wonder.
That's the show.
Best friend Stampede.
They'll slop some taters on that plate for you.
No self-aware though.
Wait till the okra comes around. That's good.
That's the wrong place.
They don't have okra at Stampede?
I don't think so.
What do they have? I can't remember. I've only been there once. Here's my question to this bizzo. Why would you want to watch that? Why would
Oh my
you,
gosh.
like, if you have no ill will toward the proceedings of this very special moment, which, by the way, Tony Spark, you better fucking do some background checking right now. You better ask for the guest list for this wedding that you're getting ready to officiate and make sure none of this nefarious shit's going to go down because you feel really good and confident about your role as an officiant right now. And yeah, you better make sure there's no instabilities out there. Like some girl isn't going to pop up in the middle of the ceremony and be like, I am jacked. You're so wrong for marrying him, Marie.
I feel like Tony
I
would
had
handle
him
it
first.
beautifully.
Oh, yeah, he would. He'd be like, sit the fuck down. But why would she want to watch that? If Opie is so wrong for marrying him, and if she's so victimized in this situation, why would she want to go to this event and watch them get married? If she had no ill will, if she didn't plan on ruining it.
Misery likes company.
She wants to go there and be a fucking
Victim.
virus and just spread her negativity around amongst everyone
dark
else.
cloud.
She's fucking patient zero for negativity at that event. This was a joyous wedding.
Dark cloud. That's it.
She is delusional.
I'm just imagining
Chaos,
that walking through the door. Like sitting down in one of the chairs at the wedding.
Oh, a bitch wearing a white dress.
It's cream.
But yeah, it's
eggshell.
Yeah.
It's eggshell.
Absolutely under no circumstances would she be allowed at your wedding, and anybody who thinks she should be allowed at your wedding also isn't allowed to your wedding because you can't trust them not to be a proxy for her
Also,
bullshit.
What did she tell these people? Like, why are they on her side? Like, they believe,
After all this time.
if they believe that you stole her man, then they should not be there. And those would be my exact words.
Yeah.
If you believe this, then don't come. Rescinded, rescinded, rescinded. No one's invited. Bye.
The wedding just got a lot cheaper. Your
I think
in-laws
it's
will
just
be
like 3 people.
thrilled. Yeah, it's just witnesses. It's fine. Those are great.
She would have wore red.
Probably.
God.
Yeah.
Tried to recreate a date look that they had. No, it's weird behavior. Don't invite them. Also, congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
NTA.
Is it the Pantone of the year? What is the Pantone of the year? Oh, it's like a corally color. No, that was last year, wasn't it?
That was a long time ago.
I'm sorry.
That's the source of it. It's
Oh yeah.
air. It's like cloud.
That's
Cloud
right.
dancer.
Cloud, yeah.
so that's literally, I think
Cloud
that's,
dancer.
that's what it's called.
Yeah, it's like a cooler, very lightweight.
I feel like it could have been. There's so many colors to
blue.
choose from.
Navy Thunder has been doing this game lately. She's really, you can see her little wheels turning and her gears spinning. Wheels spinning, gears turning. I can't de-thundered that hard. But now she's like really curious about simple math and about color combinations. Mm-hmm. And so right now she's like, hey, daddy, what do you get when you put white and blue together? And I'm like, light blue. She's like, what about purple? Light purple. She's like, and I'm like, most things are, when you add white to the color, is just light that color, except for like pink. which is light red. And there are different names for all the things, but she wants to talk about all those, and then she wants to do this game where she's like, what's 4 plus 3? I'm like, okay, that's 7. But what if they're right next to each other? And what she means is 43, no plus sign in between. But she just says, what if they're right next to each other?
So 2-digit numbers. Yeah.
Yes, two-digit numbers. She wants to add them together and then know what if they're just sitting right next to each other. And she'll do this for hours and just go through numbers.
That's
and
a
colors.
good idea. Jen said her son is 5 and got him a color wheel.
That would be a really good idea.
We did get this thing where it's like it has math, like the invisible ink, where she can trace the numbers and
she loves
figure it out. Yeah, and she does really well with that. She can trace shapes and stuff, and then she can write them herself as well. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
but she can use it over and over again because and it has like the pencil grip to hold the pen the right way.
Yeah, she's doing great, and she's really into it. Blue-eyed magic, I love her, and black and white makes gray. Yeah, and she'll do stuff like that, but then she'll also be like, what if what is white plus white equal?
She was asking me about a big number today, and she's like, what is 67? And I was like, oh shit, it's a number. What's the next number going to be? And she was like, plus 30. And I was like, 30 what? And she's like, 30. And I was like, I got it. 97. Easy peasy.
Now what if they're next to each other?
I didn't need to carry any numbers.
Crap. Dr. Sweets, member for 24 months on the Gosh Heck Thunder crew. I could also see the friend misremembering and questioning every interaction they had with Opie while she was dating this guy. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But only going to that mode after receiving like a wedding invitation, because it's been years. It's been years, right? And now all of a sudden she's like, now I got a problem.
Right.
Of course you do. Of course you do, because it's something that she never had.
Ooh, the fan deck from the paint store.
Are all these free?
Yeah. We've never taken her to the paint samples, and we are getting ready to pick a paint color.
We are getting ready to pick a paint color.
Oh, she would love that.
Okay, all right. She's gonna set up like the little thing in the cart, like Bluey and Bingo did.
Yep.
And then we got to get a couple garden gnomes and a pizza stone and all the things, right?
We don't need a pizza stone.
No, I know we don't need a pizza stone, but I'm just saying, this is what's gonna happen. What's that dooting?
God, I love the dooting.
This is what happens when you're not happy with what you get. Someone's husband eventually gets it.
Bluey's the best.
All right, we ready? It is time for the final story of the evening. And look at us, 10:57, pacing perfectly here. Get a gnome. Yeah, I think we've got, well, we have like the little tiny fairy house gnomes, but we don't have any full-size gnomes yet.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready? Mm-hmm. We know what this one is. It's petty revenge, yo. Deliberately outstaying my welcome on the beach. Deliberately outstaying my welcome on the beach. Today, I, 25 male, was looking for a spot to chill out on the beach and read my book. The heat was real intense, so it wasn't possible to be sat in full sun and shade, was very hard to come by. Eventually, I came across 3, maybe 4 trees, evenly spaced out, 2 of which had deck chairs placed under. Now, I immediately knew these chairs had been placed there by the nearby resort, and so I made the decision to not sit in them, but seeing as they were not on private land, but on the public beach, I laid my towel down and sat beside them. An hour or so passed. I had been swimming, reading, and minding my own business when I knocked my bag over into the sand. At this point, I put my bag up on the chairs, seeing as in all this time I had remained undisturbed. Sure enough, minutes later, an old man, probably late 60s, comes over grumbling to himself and stares at me angrily, pointing to the deck chair. I removed my belongings and found myself apologizing begrudgingly, given the manner in which I had been consulted. The man continues to grumble and groan indistinctly as he moves the chair around, and I try to read my book. Just then his wife, I assume, joins him, and they both begin berating me in thick accents as to how I had the whole beach to choose from, and I decide to sit there. The irony. Now, if I'd been asked respectfully, I would have just moved and gone about my day, but given the manner in which I was spoken to, I decided to stand my ground. Calmly, I told them They could also choose to sit anywhere along the beach, at which they grew even more animated. I told them I was doing no harm and sat on a public beach, at which point the man started shouting at me, "You're crazy! You're crazy! You put your luggage on my chair!" I calmly said I had been there for an hour and it hadn't been an issue, at which point they snapped back and said they'd been here longer. I still don't understand the logic in this. I simply put it to them that I didn't have an issue with the situation and went back to reading, and they both sat down their belongings and stormed off into the sea, presumably waiting for me to leave. At this point, I'd realized I was all but ready to go off in search of lunch anyway, until this delightful couple gave me the perfect reason to stay just a little bit longer. For half an hour, I sat with my book, occasionally looking over to them as they swam around, glancing back at me to see if I had gone. Eventually, the man returned. I sat with my head in my book as he moved his chair around me, deliberately hanging it over my head for a length of time. I didn't look up to see what he was trying to gain from this. I did, however, note him deliberately walking across my towel as I was sitting on it and doing his absolute best to kick as much sand my way as possible. I said that was really kind of him and thought with age you learn manners. I added that it was embarrassing for a man of his age to behave in such a way. As a result, I sat out for the best part of another half hour, at which point his wife now looked like a dried prune, having tripled her wrinkles trying to avoid me by staying in the sea. I decided I'd finally move on to get some much-needed food, though not before one final flourish. I slowly gathered my things, making sure I wasn't about to leave anything behind, and with one great swoop, maybe a couple of extras for good measure, flicked all of the sand off my towel straight over to this great blubbering buffoon. He instantly grew red with rage. I pointed out to him that it was just the same sand he'd kicked at me. Sitting upright in his chair, he hastily grabbed a handful of sand and threw it toward me. Though he hadn't accounted for the fun fact, I'd taken time to note the direction of the wind. Quite beautifully, it all blew back in his face. I told him to have a nice day before strolling off down the beach and waving to his wife, still shriveling in the water as I heard shouts of, "Idiot! Idiot!" in the distance. Honestly, made my day. Accounting for the wind is like epic fucking revenge move, right? OP is like, before I enact my revenge, blade of grass.
Also,
yes,
picking up the fucking chair to like hang it over his head just to like. I hope at 60 that I've learned life is not worth this bullshittery, because this man is just like kicking sand like a fucking 8-year-old kid on someone's towel because he didn't get his way.
You haven't really been on a vacation until you've seen a 60-year-old overweight man wearing a Speedo throwing a tantrum like a toddler.
I love that he said he turned red with rage, because I can just imagine it. Once the sand was flicked on him. Also, when he threw the sand and it flew back in his face, like, you know that got in his eyes. Like, you know it.
I hope it got
We all
into
know
his
it. We've all been there.
mouth. I've tasted my own medicine, and it is better.
And crunchy.
Gritty. Oh, the sand grit in your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the worst.
It is the worst.
That's the worst.
I know you love the beach, but the sand is just...
You want a beach without sand?
Yeah. Like, you know the beach where you go and the sand, like, it sticks, but it doesn't really stick. It's like not... You don't like sink in it, and it's not like moving all the time.
Yeah.
It's like a firm sand.
A firm sand. Yeah. You want the firm sand. I think that there are certain people who get more toddler tantrum like
the older they get.
Mm-hmm. I think that is something that we see in people. Not everyone, obviously, but there are people who become kind of, maybe they get set in their ways, then they form their echo chamber, and then anything that disagrees with their worldview, they throw a little shit stick tantrum about. And we see that. Like, we see that happening. And it's, it's a pool. Beer today.
It's a pool.
Yeah.
A wave pool.
It's a ground. Like, it's a concrete. Is what you're talking about. Tan-colored concrete.
Oh, we already have that.
Yeah. You got it. There you go.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Hard pass on any age in a Speedo beer today. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Look, I'm sure there are plenty of dudes who can pull off a Speedo. I'm not one of them. I'd have to do that flab contouring that we talked about. and then I would look like the almost done Jell-O ice cubes.
Oh my god.
People be looking at me trying to figure out, and their head would naturally do this without thinking about it. They'd be like jiggling right along. It's like a zebra pattern. It's meant to distract mind.
You pray.
Yes.
The fish.
To hypnotize you. Yeah. Maybe it's like a peacock thing. It's like a shake 'em. Shake 'em at you to paralyze you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It goes
my gosh.
outside of being an Olympic swimmer. Look, I'm sure in several cultures, I'm sure, Speedo is like the expected thing. And we wear swim trunks and they're like,
why are you wearing swim pants?
yeah. don't wear your pants into the water. Huh? I'm sure. Yes. I'm sure in many places it is very acceptable. And I imagine plenty of guys pull it off just fine. Pull it off might not have been the right choice of words. But you know what I mean. I'm not that guy. You won't be seeing that.
Oh my gosh.
What
did you call it? Flab what?
Flab contouring.
Flab contouring.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's perfect.
That's your stepdad? He won't order food from an app. He'll call the restaurant and get mad when they can't hear him. It was like the Speedo? No. Yeah.
Geriatric tantrums.
Kenny needs a Pebble Beach.
Yes.
Pebble Beach. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. It's like it's like
that place in
it wasn't a creek, it wasn't a river, it was like an offshoot of I don't know. It was a fork of a river or something.
where?
When we went in Tennessee, we had like a really awesome swimming spot that was just like a rock bank like most creeks are. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Yeah, there was that place when we went to California for work, in Malibu, that was like very rocky and stuff. Like we went down.
You're talking about over there by Point Doom?
Yeah, with the rickety stairs.
The rickety stairs at Point Doom, yeah.
Yeah. I liked that beach.
That was cool.
That was very fun.
It was very different. We should go back there someday.
I've been to, I don't know if it's the same anymore.
Probably not. Probably not. Hey, Dr. Sweets dropped another 5. I want to wish a happy Nowruz and happy spring to everyone. Except for those who are in the southern hemisphere. I guess happy fall. Night, everyone. Thanks so much, Dr. Sweets.
It's so different how, like the world, we're all experiencing something different all at once.
Yeah. Yes. Speaking of, like, I wanted to reiterate this at the beginning. Forgot, so we'll do it now. But we are extremely grateful to have this time to escape the bullshit of the world for a couple of hours with you all as well. And I hope you take advantage of that in a similar way. And no matter what's going on, tune it out for 2 hours and just be goofy and have fun with us and listen to some stories and think about, we can learn a little bit while we do this, but I don't think times are easy for anyone right now. So
we are very well aware. So to the people in our DMs demanding things of us, please allow us to give you the time to escape what we are all very well aware of.
Yep. And there's a reason we do what we do.
Yes.
And safe spaces from the bullshit of the world, I feel like are few and far between right now. And that makes this even more sacred.
Yes.
To everyone here. So
and because we don't share that here does not mean that we
don't care or don't feel a certain way.
We don't have we have stuff that we do personally that we have our own thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it's not something that we want to allow you this time to spend with us and just sit down and be happy for a moment. That's it.
Yep. Yeah, and all connect in a way together that isn't just connecting to be against something else.
Yes.
Right? Like I don't know. We're thankful for it, and I hope you guys are too. And that's
it
will stay that way. This will stay that way.
Yeah. You can hear us speak. You hear our words. Like I hope at this point, after this many years, like you
know who we are.
You know who we are.
And you know our values.
So that is said, that as political as we're going to get right now. If something changes in the future, when we see a point that we need to hand that out and to
I'm not
to make
running
that,
for president. I already told you. I'm not going to do it.
we will do that. Yep. That's how this is a very sore spot for us, because we see it, we know what's going on. But we have always tried to provide that space where you guys can be without having to embody the pain that's happening. So
Absolutely. We'll keep on being your escape. You'll keep on being ours. It'll be a great time.
you're gonna snap again.
Am I going to snap? Not right now. Not like that. Don't worry. I'm not going to do what everybody thinks I'm going to do. There we go. Have a fantastic night, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'll give some final thanks here. We'll go ahead and say good night, Tata Rooney.
Oh yes, good night, everyone.
I
am ready for bed.
I will give some thanks on the TikTok side to catch up with this, and then we'll dive into the closing credits. Jen here, Legally Blonde, Jeremy, Celia Yellow Rose, Lexi, the SRT4 chick, Katie Mae Buttons, Melissa Elliott, Amy Castro, Callie Knight, Sarah Rosales with the 60 name shoutouts, Katie Mae, Cardi Chrissy, One Thick Apple Boom, Sarah Rosales, I don't know why I said it the way I said it, it sounded fun. Lindsay Vance, Violet, Amy Castro, Fly on the Wall, Lorraine, Jen, Bailey Chapman, Jen again there, the SRT4 chick, Rhonda Floyd Brady. Were you trying to say something?
Yeah, I think I just realized that on YouTube I've been logged in as Tony. So if you've seen Tony comment, I saw it's me. So all my comments have been, I just saw the T when I popped up to write something. So that's funny.
Wow, I'm confused.
He was, because of Wednesday, he was sitting here, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And so he was logged in as himself on the laptop.
Logged in as your user?
No.
No.
All I did was open the laptop and it was already logged in. So it was still logged in as Tony.
Oh,
yeah. It took you a hot minute to get there. But
well,
I'm proud you made it.
I opened it earlier and it showed the login screen with your user. So I assumed you would log in anyway.
No, it says Tony. It says a T.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, also, you could have a lot of fun with this.
I could.
Go comment on a lot of other videos.
Tony Hofeld, that's who was logged in as.
Oh, snap.
So if anyone saw Tony's name, it was on YouTube.
Katie
it was probably
May,
mine.
don't be shy, Candy. Pull up his DMs. Kidding. We wouldn't do that.
It's just YouTube.
We might send some, but we aren't going to read his.
Speak for yourself. I'm just kidding.
Good night, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.